Alright guys, thought another cool video to do today would be stripping down a Pete truck for repaint. So I've got this nice looking truck, but I want to turn it into a black and white one like those back there. So let's go through this. Let me get the camera set right. Yeah, hopefully you can see everything from there. Okay, so because the frame will stay black, I'll leave the frame alone. I'm not going to strip that apart this time. But the first thing I gotta do is get the show fenders off. So I would like to use a fairly dull X-Acto knife right here between the frame and the show plate. You just get that knife in there and start wiggling, because all this plate is held on with is a plastic rivet. So boom, that part done. Now to get these show fenders off, you gotta drill out these two rivets. So this is gonna get loud for a second. You don't have to drill them all the way out, but you just gotta get quite a bit off of them. Okay. Wipe this away right quick. Okay, let's see if they'll pop off. So the front is just held on with a plastic stud. So you just put your flathead screwdriver between the tire and the frame. Push it up against there, and boom, they'll just pop off real simple. And then here on the back, the best thing, there's a little bit of a gap between the back edge of the frame and where they are. So you can kind of get in there and try to work them up and over those rivets that you just popped off. So that one's going. Come on. Bingo. Wow, that's got to be the easiest I've ever got them to come off. Most of the time I wind up breaking that trying to get it off just because I get frustrated and rush it. Okay, next, let's take the sleeper off. Sleeper is real simple. It's just held on by one screw. Take your Phillips head screwdriver, just push the drive line over a little bit. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That'll screw you up. Screw. Oh. Okay. There's a screw, there's a sleeper. Now to finish disassembling the sleeper, gotta get the floor to come out. So I'll just take the flathead screwdriver again. And there's a tab here and a tab there. I'll just kind of push behind this one, or it'll just break. That's different. That's a new one. Either way, now I got a easy leverage point. Floor's out. Back window. Gotta be careful with these because you don't want to break a window and have to buy a whole truck just for a window. So this is a trick Eric over at Rockin' H showed me. Take your handkerchief, lay on there. Keep several of these around now. He kind of convinced me on them being pretty handy in here for lots of different uses. Just put a little pressure on it. You could hear it pop. Back window, sleeper, done. Let's see, let's take the exhaust off. So the exhaust, there's two studs along the cab. So you just come in here with screwdriver. For top end popped out real easy. There goes the bottom. Same thing on this side, top, bottom. So those are loose. Now there's a connection right here. It might be easier if I take the cab off first. So there's just a screw here in the bottom of the transmission. And if you ever have some of these screws that don't want to go, a lot of people, I haven't ran into the problem before, but a lot of people say throw your truck in the freezer for a couple hours or a day or two to get that glue to freeze, and it'll make stuff pop apart easier. So spread the exhaust apart, and that just lifts right up and over. One thing you got to watch, see the two holes here in the firewall are right there. Just make sure you don't tweak everything and break it all. So of course, now that I got the cab off, that came off real easy. I'll take this exhaust pipe off. The reason I'm taking all that off is because I'm going to put exhaust pipes from Truck and Little on. I just like the look of them short turnouts a lot better than these straights. So, where'd it go? I guess let's finish stripping the frames. I can start putting some stuff away. Bumper will come off for two reasons. One, it makes it a whole lot easier to get to the hood pins. And two, odds are I'm going to put a grill guard on these. Wonder if I have any. Yeah, right here. I don't know if this is the right one or not, but it's going to be a silage crew, so it's going to wind up having an aftermarket grill on it. In order to get this one to set right, it's a whole lot easier if this guy is gone, because then you can just glue this directly to the frame. At least in my opinion, it makes it easier. So, just get your flathead again in between the bumper and the pivot point on your hood, and just do some twisting. This is held on with plastic rivets as well. Normally it will pop right off. There it goes. Pop right off. To get the hood pins, side cutters, like really small side cutters, works because you can just grab the head of the pin and it'll kind of pull it out. When you're sitting here doing this wiggle though, be careful because you will break the hood pivots. Done that before. This one is being stubborn. Maybe I can get it to come off and work it off of the truck. Let's try the other side. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. So I bent that side. Hopefully that won't break. Although most of these hoods will never reopen again once I put them together, because that grill guard won't allow them to. But even if you're not going to have it open, keeping these guys in place makes it a whole lot easier to put it back together and have everything line up. So those are out. Time to get the nice cover off of the hood. Again, flathead screwdriver. You just want to get in here and twist lightly, or otherwise you'll go through this mesh. So there that side went. Sorry if you can hear the noise in the background from the DVD player clicking and popping. So boom. Come on, one left. And there that is. Oh, part of it stayed. Huh. Never seen that before. So the handle off of the hood stayed behind. That's different. Well, whatever. Then the fenders are just pressed in, so simple pair of pliers. You can pop them off. So your hood fenders are ready. Onto the cab. Oh, sounds like the family's home. I can hear noise upstairs. So nice set of needle nose pliers. Air breathers are off. Mirrors, I have trouble getting these to come off without destroying them. But luckily every truck comes with a second set of mirrors, so shouldn't completely ruin everything if you screw them up. So that one's not too shabby. Again, the best strategy here is just grab it and kind of give it a little bit of twist, try and break that glue loose. So there's that. Boom. Those two came off fairly easy. The visor is plastic, so you gotta be fairly delicate with it. It's just held on with a pair of pins. But it makes it a whole lot easier to go back together if you go slow and try to keep the pins intact. Neither one of those stayed, so oh well. Let's see. Time to get the floor up. Found a shortcut when I did the one a minute ago. If you take your X-Acto, go right here under that floor, and then bring in your screwdriver to pop that. Move your, oh, I lost it. Let's try that again. Come on. Take your X-Acto under the floor there to give you enough room to get your flathead screwdriver in. And then remove your blade before it goes flying and hurts you. So there is the floor. There is the interior. The next thing I normally do is grab the handkerchief again and push the windshield out, because it goes out the front. It usually pops out super easy. Then the handkerchief again to get out the side window. Gotta watch it, because this guy will go flying on you sometimes. Heard it pop. Where'd it go? Still hanging on. Oh, there it is. So there's that guy. Then the next step, take the roof liner off. So come in from the windshield side. It'll just pop right up. And then the door panels. Depending on their glue, you can usually get by just using flathead, but that one acts pretty tough. Man, they used a lot of glue on this day. There it goes. Never seen a door panel that stuck down. This one might get pretty mangled trying to get it out. Yep. There it went. Man. Ooh, there she went. There she went. So then come back in with the screwdriver and go all the way up, because these things go all the way up and across the top of the roof, or top of the cab. Sure you guys can hear that noise. That's my daughter in the background. So there's one door out. That one's pretty mangled. Luckily, by the time you put them back together, you can't see a whole lot of that in there anyways. One last door. This one doesn't have near the glue as that other one. And there we go. That one's out, missing the little top piece. Broke off. Now the only other thing to do is go out to the drill press. There's two pretty decent rivets in there that hold the roof cap on. Want to separate that, but otherwise that baby's ready for repaint. You can see the one I did earlier. Keep parts. Use one of these little tubs you buy at Walmart for next to nothing, just because look how many pieces there are here. You'll lose them all. Alright, I'm going to clean this up. We'll go out to the garage and pick it up there. Alright, so like I was saying, I've got to drill out two 1/8, or using a 1/8 bit to drill out the two rivets inside there. You want to do it nice and easy so it doesn't rip this thing out of your hand and go all crazy. See if that got enough of it. Not quite. Come on. Grab the old pocket knife out. Bingo. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, you just had to get enough of those off. Now the truck is completely stripped down and ready. So, there we go. Pile of metal parts. It's as stripped down as it's going to get. Next video, I will show you how to get these prepped and ready for paint. With that, we will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. See if we can keep these coming for you guys. Talk to you later.